Before you get into the real estate market, get clarity, perspective, and the information you need.
I've been listening to you, and I love your show.
Right here with broker owner Dan Gemus, host of the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show.
Okay, one more segment to go here on the Dan Gemus Real Estate Show. Heather and Stephen with me in studio. And what do you say before we get to our listener questions here? We give away a gift card for the Richmond Popcorn Company.
Let's do it.
Nice. We have some free popcorn for the lucky winner. The Richmond Popcorn Company is opening its second location this week on Thursday at Tecumseh Mall. Everyone's been waiting for it, and it's finally here. Tecumseh Mall opening 10 a.m. on Thursday is the ribbon cutting. And the store opening Thursday at Tecumseh Mall, second location for the Richmond Popcorn Company. So we want caller number...
Go, Heather. It's all you.
8.
Caller number 8, 519-792-2559, 519-792-CKLW. Caller number 8 gets a gift card for the Richmond Popcorn Company. Can be used at either the Amherstburg location or the Tecumseh Mall location as of Thursday. So
awesome.
Congratulations to that lucky winner. So some questions came in over the week. Via email. You can always email me your question, dan@dangemus.com, or you can get a hold of me through the website, dangemus.com. Or obviously, you can always text in your question here at the station to 519-792-2559. But our first question, it's one that we have been hearing a whole lot lately. We answer this every few weeks here on the show. But someone asking if they should buy or sell first. What's your opinion on that, Heather?
Well, it really there's so much that goes into that decision. So many of your personal factors in this market when houses are moving a little bit slower for listings.
Yeah.
I mean, it's harder to say buy first and then sell unless you're able to put in. Unless you're able to put in that house to sell condition. But even still then, there's the possibility that it doesn't work out, right?
Yeah, get bumped.
Exactly. Ultimately, if you have... if you have a plan B, if you're looking to sell first, if you can sell and then have a plan B to live somewhere else, if you can't find something else in the meantime, I always encourage people to have plan Bs.
Yeah, we can always ask for a longer closing date if you sell first, right? And hopefully give you some time to find something if you haven't found anything yet. Mm-hmm. But as Heather mentioned, the risk with selling first and then, not having a condition to buy something is that, you sell, someone comes in, buys the property, you have nowhere to go. Now, buying first, like Heather mentioned, the opposite is true. You could buy something and then put the house on the market, and the market is a little all over the place right now. Some properties are sitting longer than they have been. Pricing is key. So if you're overpriced, if you need a certain amount, but the house is not really holding that amount right now, then that might give you some issues. So you have to be able to hold both mortgages if need be, or have, someone that can co-sign for it. There's got to be some kind of, safety net there for you. So some risk.
Yep, for sure.
Some risk involved.
Yep.
But, obviously you want us to come out there and let you know what our opinion is. Maybe you're in a very hot area and the property is extremely sellable and we can, make you feel a bit more confident about that decision. But I think it goes on a case-by-case basis.
It really does.
We can come out there and say hi and see.
If you have that $1 million home, you might want to put that condition house to sell first, because it could take a while.
We're seeing a lot of house to sell conditions again, which is great news for the market, right? That's really showing you that the market is shifting.
Yes.
Where at the peak you couldn't do it. You just could not get an accepted offer if you had a house to sell condition. So whereas now it's a bit of a different story. You for the most part can at least have a chance.
Yeah.
Not every property will let you, not every owner will want that condition. But many, especially in the higher price points, will be okay with it.
Yeah, if their house is moving a little bit slower, they'd rather take something than nothing.
Yeah.
But always with that house to sell condition comes an escape clause that if that seller gets another offer, they can put you on notice to remove your conditions. And if you just can't do it, then you could lose out on that potential property, right?
100%.
So there's risks with all of it.
Yep. The next question that came in is why should we do a final walkthrough? Why is it important, I guess, is what they're asking. So why is a final walkthrough
That's a good question.
important? So definitely something you want to do on every deal, every time you close or you firm a house. Before closing, before the deal actually transfers names and the funds transfer, you want to do a walkthrough. Let's basically give someone an example of what's important at a walkthrough, Heather.
Yeah, just check.
Sorry,
Yeah.
hello.
Let Stephen take this
I was
one.
looking at Stephen and I'm saying Heather.
Just
You
to
are
see,
Steven.
yes. So just see the condition on the house. Make sure it's in the same condition as when you bought it. There's no like scares, like a flood or like holes in the walls.
Yeah. Haven't switched out the appliances.
Yeah, switch out the appliances.
Even
Perfect.
testing the appliances,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Making sure that they're working before closing. If you
Yeah.
were promised, a fridge that was working, if it's suddenly not turning on, that's important too.
And we have had people over the years that have switched out the appliances.
Or
So
fixtures,
next thing
too.
you know, or fixtures, you're right. Yeah, fixtures, window coverings,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
A
You're right, Stephen,
chandelier in one particular room, if it's not excluded off the sale, but they've decided they want to take it, that's a problem, right?
That's right. So a walkthrough, it doesn't have to be long. It's not a long walkthrough.
No, it's not.
But it's just to make sure. Listen, we've had people that I've done a walkthrough a couple days before. We typically recommend the day before closing.
Yeah.
But we've had someone do a walkthrough the couple days before, and the sellers haven't even started moving yet. So they
I've had that.
a little bit.
Scary.
Oh, I've had that too, quite a few times. But sometimes people
Luckily,
are
I
just
haven't yet.
last
I'm
minute.
Sure. Yeah.
Some people are last minute folks, right?
Yeah.
So there you go.
Put that condition. Sorry, vacant possession.
Yeah,
That's it,
no doubt.
Protect you.
And you always hope that the sellers do not leave you a giant mess.
Yes.
Right? And that's something that, again, you can see ahead of time. If the house is already vacant, but there is trash and garbage bags and all kinds of stuff in the house, which does happen, you can call the lawyer and say, listen, we just did a walkthrough and there's still all kinds of stuff in there. Can we make sure that stuff is gone? Because you don't want to deal with that. That's not, it happens. And once the funds are transferred, it's a pain to go back and try and deal with that. So you're kind of stuck dealing with it. So you hope to kind of catch anything early on. That's the point, is to catch things early, right? So I hope that helps with that question. The next question, well, this could be also a more difficult question and more involved. Should we install a second bath or renovate the kitchen? So that's a big one. That's going to be a case-by-case basis.
I say that's almost a toss-up because they both will add value.
Yeah.
Which one would you have to spend the least amount on? Are you just doing a half bath, right, to add a little bit of value?
Yeah. Is it already roughed in? Is the bathroom already roughed in the basement? You just have to finish it? Is it close?
Does your kitchen even need an update?
Yeah.
Like
Does it need an update? Maybe this is one where I'm going to suggest you call us to come out and have a look first, and then we will tell you where you'll get your best bang for your buck. Because
you can even do, sorry to
No,
interrupt,
go
you
ahead.
can even do small things with the kitchen that upgrades it
Give it a
visually
fresh
for
look.
sale and for
Yeah.
photos, right? Like maybe a backsplash or painting the cabinets, right? Without doing like a whole overhaul.
Hardware updates.
You might be able to do some
Yeah.
small things that give you that facelift that you need for sale.
Because a full kitchen renovation, they are not what they used to be, folks. I know a lot of people think, I did my cabinets for $5,000.
No.
That is very, very hard to do right now. And if you're looking for a contractor to renovate your kitchen, I am not shocked anymore to see $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 plus dollars to renovate a kitchen, which is insane.
And that's steep. And to get that exact value back on sale,
It's hard.
You're probably not.
It's
right?
hard. Yeah. So like Heather mentioned, maybe the answer is just doing a refresh.
Yeah.
Whereas the second bathroom, they're not cheap either. Bathrooms are not cheap. But if it's just a half bath or
just
a
to add that extra
three-piece-
space, right? There's
Yeah.
value even in a half bath.
Yeah, 100% there is. So my first question is there roughing already there? Because if not, you're breaking up concrete in the basement, et cetera, et cetera. That's a bigger project, right? So there's lots of different things to kind of consider when going there. So there you go. Hope that helped. We have more questions coming in. I see we'll tackle some more on tomorrow's show as well. But Heather, Stephen, you guys are with me tomorrow.
Yes,
we are.
2 days in a row. Fantastic. So we're going to take, a 1 day break here. We're back with you tomorrow. We'll take the afternoon off. What do you say we do that?
Lucky us.
We'll take the afternoon off. We're back with you from noon to 1 tomorrow. A reminder, if you're looking to make a move, the Dan Gemus team is always here to help. You can reach out to us 7 days a week, 519-566-5565, or give us a shout via our website at dangemus.com, and we'll come out and give you a free home market evaluation. We service all of the municipalities across Windsor-Essex County, whether you're in Lakeshore, Bell River, and Leamington, Kingsville, Amherstburg, LaSalle, Windsor, Essex. We are there to help service you. So we can come and give you a free home market evaluation. We can sit down if you're looking to buy a property and go over those options as well, and we can help represent you from that end. So to Stephen Coppola, Heather Marantat, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you
Thank
for having
you.
us.
We'll see you both tomorrow, and we'll see all of you tomorrow from noon to 1 here on AM800.